journey to honesty, the cluster and go around that pretty much.
So there was one that these are regular practitioners, and so two or three that kind of follow, they practice every day online, they do whatever she says, you know, but then the local group is huge. So Van Tran, you know that name. Van Tran's husband is the one who required to build.
it's like once I get there, I'm like, ooh, but you know,
It's so much, it's a lot of energy at a certain point,
yeah.
just
And
being somewhere.
well, I had the stream thing. I've had the stream these last 2 months of talking. I'm actually just sort of coming out of it right now. I'm close to 100%. No, I'm like 95. So
Rather than stretch yourself, it might be good to get the rest of the distance too. I can understand that I like this, but it would sure be nice to have that.
yeah. So I'm not quite certain. So do you know when that band is arriving here? Whatever line that is.
Your station two?
Yes. Okay. And he said there was a dog, so saying it was food. And so we decided that I would buy some hair. So I have, and it seems to have worked out. You know, so I'm close. I'm not going too much. And so I don't. Why? How do you feel?
That's nice and allergies. Because everything's so clean and wet.
Yeah, allergies. So it's kind of like what I think it was. So.
He still is not dressed, so.
Oh, okay.
Maybe some
Like he lost weight.
No, it's just.
I'm his lowest and then.
The whole idea of,
Yeah, yeah, I'm doing it on purpose. I'm doing it on purpose. I have 3 doctors that will be able to lose weight.
Well, I agree. I was just on a schedule, doing it myself with my
Oh,
body.
you're fine, you're fine.
Oh, I know. My husband tells me.
You're actually a little too thin. Those Italian guys, you're a little too thin.
Every time I go on a trip, every time.
especially the very last, like the last 2 weeks.
How was your grandmother? Go manja, manja. Italian guys. Smells good in this. How was your grandmother? Go manja, manja.
I don't remember the name of it. It's like a blue box or something. I guess that's the one. I know red ones. Blotchy.
So how'd you hear about us?
I was sort of looking in the area because I've gone to Wat Tampa before, the
Oh, wow.
Thai
By the
temple,
river.
but they don't really,
How'd you hear about
they
us?
kind of only do services on Sunday,
I know.
and normally I work Sundays, so,
Oh,
and they only speak Thai.
right, that's kind of tough.
Yeah. So I was like, I just found this place, so I think, it was like, they kind of only Thursdays at times.
Yeah. Right.
Was it far away?
I'll go USA.
Oh, you guys have.
So you're not new to Buddhism, you're just new to this temple? Okay, great.
Yeah, I've been studying it for like a long time.
Maybe read it.
So our teacher speaks conversational English, but we also have a translator. So English, English and Spanish. Speak Spanish?
A little bit.
A little bit? English and Spanish. Speak Spanish? A little bit? Went to the Thai place a couple times, but we went to Chinese places, Vietnamese place, there's no one speaking English. It's just kind of hard to learn. Thai place a couple times, but Chinese place, Vietnamese place, there's no one speaking English. It's just kind of hard to learn.
Okay, good morning, everyone. In your prayer book, turn to page 1, and we'll begin. Good morning, everyone. All mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and all-knowingness, may they experience happiness and be separated from suffering. I will quickly establish them in the state of the most perfect and precious Buddhahood. On my path to liberation and Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. All sentient beings, limitless as the sky, take refuge in the glorious, kind Lama Vajradhara, the embodiment of the body, speech, mind, qualities, and activities of the Buddhas of the 10 directions and the 3 times, source of the 84,000 categories of the teaching and Lord of the Sanghas. We take refuge in the kind root Lama and lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of the Idams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dakas, Dakinis, and Dharma guardians, possessors of the eye of wisdom.
sun che wo ba be gen de nong la jiao sun che wo hang ba wong gang zhui jie jiong song me zu yi xie jie jian dan den ba nong la jiao sun che wo.
Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embraced the enlightened mind and progressed on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to accomplish the stages of the path. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness which is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Refuge of all sentient beings without exception, divine subjugator of terrifying Maras together with their hosts of demons, the one who understands all realities without exception exactly as they are, transcendent conqueror together with your disciples, please come here to this place.
ma le ji yin chen jur be jom de kor je nen de ye so so ga ba de bu ve du be lo gen gen de ni ve de xiao da ba de za so.
The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Meru, the supreme mountain, the 4 continents, and the sun and moon. As a Buddha field, I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness of the Buddha fields. Whatever merit I've gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate. Okay, and then to page 11. Namo. To the Lama of utterly pure appearance and existence, I offer the fundamental ground of appearance and existence. I supplicate you to thoroughly liberate the 3 realms. Please grant your blessings and overturn the depths of samsara. Sublime Master, wish-fulfilling jewel, crown ornament, the inconceivable, inexpressible mind of the victorious ones, the one endowed with the 5 wisdoms of omniscience. Gracious one, the embodiment of love, precious protector of beings, I supplicate you from within the essence of mind. Please grant your blessings from within the innate nature. Please bless me that I may realize the Dharmakaya that is beyond intellect, this primordially unborn, completely pure mind, transcending conqueror, the one thus gone, foe destroyer of afflictive emotions, completely perfected Buddha, endowed with logic and virtue, the one gone to bliss, knower of the world, captain, tamer of beings, the unexcelled teacher of gods and men, I respectfully prostrate, completely touching my head to the stainless feet of the unequaled Shakya king. At the time of your birth, leader of 2-legged beings, taking 7 steps on this great earth, you proclaimed, I am supreme in this world. To you who are wise even then, I prostrate. Possessing a body of complete purity, sublime form is excellent, an ocean of primordial wisdom. You are like a golden mountain, the one whose renown is evident throughout the 3 worlds, protector of supreme attainment. To you I prostrate. To you who are endowed with the supreme marks, whose face is like an immaculate moon, to you, the one with a complexion like gold, I prostrate. A flawless one such as you among the 3 levels of existence is most exquisite. Unparalleled, omniscient one, to you I prostrate. Supreme among humans, captain of those to be tamed, the one thus gone who severs the all-binding fetters, who with senses pacified is utterly pacified and skilled in peace. To that one, the one who dwelled at Sravasti, I prostrate. Refuge endowed with great compassion, totally omniscient one who indicates the way, ground basis for oceans of merit and qualities, I prostrate to the one thus gone, the pure cause free from attachments, the virtue that liberates from the lower realms, the altogether supreme ultimate truth. To the pacifying Dharma I prostrate. Having been liberated, they also reveal the path to liberation. Thoroughly respectful of the three higher trainings, they are a field of sublime qualities. To the Sangha I also prostrate. And then turn to page 9.
Namo Nonze Nandai Gelama La Nonze Jiryen Sun Chobamu Kamsa Yondor De Zorwa De Korwa Tondo Ze Jinje Lo Ye Ye Norva Zoge Jen Mazan Jame Jarve Do Anchembe Ye Jen Adan Den Zeve Danye Gade Jen Andowa Jumze Rimbo Che Dazim Nye Jen Ane Zorwan De Chenye Jangande Chenje Lo Samdone Jeme Namdande Alonde Jogo Dobar Chenje Lo Jom Dende Tijen Yeba Anda Jomba Yonda Bara Zobe Sanje Regwa Dan Ayabzan Demba Dewar Yegwa Juden Jemba Jiven Dewa Ankalo Jorwa Lana Meba Lada Me Namje Domba Nyame Shaje Jarboy Shaje De Tema Mebala Ango Rada Dode Kwe Chanza Loy Kanze Ganye Zo Chodam Se Asajan De La Comba De Ne Jidan Danai George Song Ante Geba Jila Chancelo Namda Gungai Choda Suzan Wa Nyaye Janzo Serge Lumbonda Taba Jidan Zona Langewa Angombo Chonye Jela Chancelo Senjo Damba Timen Dave Zerndo Ndawa Jela Chancelo Dede Chode Saba Sonanze Nyame Jen Jen Jela Chancelo Menjo Duwa Kalo Junze Jen Gunjoro Jenwa Junze De Jen Wambo Yadai Ye Yelanke Yoba De La Janzalo Angombo Doje Jedembo Tamje Jembe Dombo
So now,
Yonten Janzo Shen Tejen Yela Janzalo ben do cha zhen wei jue ge wei nian song le zhoi xin jie de tong dang zhe jiao wei ye jiao re jiao lai chang zi lu hong zhe ne zhe wei lang yang dong la ba da la rang ge Jing ge dong ba yuan dian jie gen de la yang zhang zi lu.
And on to page 15. I prostrate to the youthful Manjusri, to those in the worlds of the 10 directions, however many there are, all the lions among humans who appeared during the 3 times, to all of them without exception, I pay homage with respectful body, speech, and mind. The force of my aspiration prayer for excellent conduct brings all the victorious ones directly to mind. Bowing down with bodies as numerous as atoms in the realms, I prostrate to all the victorious ones. In a single atom there are Buddhas as numerous as atoms, each residing in the midst of their sons and daughters. Like that, I imagine the whole Dharmatatu completely filled with victorious ones. To those with oceans of inexhaustible, praiseworthy qualities, with sounds containing oceans of tones of melodic speech, I express the qualities of all the victorious ones. I praise all the Sugatas. With the finest flowers, the finest garlands, music, ointments, supreme parasols, supreme lamps, and the finest incense, I make offerings to the victorious ones. With the finest cloths, supreme scents, and fine powders equal to Mount Meru, all displayed in supreme and magnificent ways, I make offerings to those victorious ones. With vast and unsurpassable offerings, I venerate all the victorious ones. Through the power of faith and excellent conduct, I prostrate and offer to the victorious ones. Whatever negative actions I have performed with body, speech, and also mind, overpowered by desire, aggression, and stupidity, I confess each and every one of them. I rejoice in everyone's merit, the victorious ones of the 10 directions, the Bodhisattvas, their Pratyeka Buddhas, those in training, those beyond training, and all beings. I request the protectors, the lamps of the worlds of the 10 directions, who passing through the stages of awakening attain Buddhahood beyond detachment, to turn the unsurpassable Dharma wheel. I supplicate with my palms joined together, those who intend to demonstrate nirvana, to remain for kalpas as numerous as atoms in the realms, for the welfare and happiness of all beings. I dedicate whatever slight virtue is accumulated through prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, requesting, and supplicating to enlightenment.
Tibet.
16?
Tibet.
Oh, okay. Page 14.
Baba in Jambara Janu Jurba Lai Chanza Loi Jinye Zadai Jojen Jedana De Zan Yeba Miye Senge Gun Dage Malu Tadai Tamje La Ale Matang Aye Tangwe Chanje Wo Sambo Jube Molan Dobdai Ji Je Ngozon De Jenge Dunye Lura Dubaye Jarwa Gunla Rada Chante Loi Duje Dena Dunye Sanje Na Sanje Seje Wuna Shuba Ta De Dara Juje Yena Malaba tamche jarwa dage kongwara mo dada ngapa meze janzo na yangje yanla janzo dagunje jarwa gunje yonden rabjo jing Devara yekwa tamje dage do me do damba jingwa damba dong ansinye nanda jube dongjo dong marame jodan dubo damba ye
Gawa
la ne chobar je naza damba nanda jen cho dang ai che ma per me ra nyamba dang go ba che bara pa ben cho gen je Yarwa tada layan chobar je chobar gana lami jajewa deda jarwa damje layan mo sambo jula tebe dobdage jarwa gunla chanzen chobar jen doja yedan demo wangene le dang adan tijin yije jan deba dagen jeba jenjeba Atada tamje dage sosoy yai choje jarwa kuntai sanje se ay namda lodan melodan doa kunje sona kanla yang Atada kunje jesa da ye rang kana chojun je dan roma ta chang yo rambar sanje ma ja ni gongbo da da ge tam je lo ko lo no me ba ko Nyang da dong kan ye de da la do wa gu la bin jin de we che ge wa yin ge du ni shu ba yang da ge de mo ro ja zo wa je chang ze wa da ju je Gewa jungze dage jesa ba tamje dage janjo jembo.
Page 16. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the two vehicles and their combination according to the dispositions and mental capacities of sentient beings.
Semje namje samba tong loye jeda jeda je chong de mo de ba ye chuje go lo go de 샤지 자베 샤올라 그존세 드메 워즈라 도제 징그로데 마데 제쟁 오저도 담제세과 근전 조제 야메데 오렌제 그존세 오미 조제 연제 보론데 드무송제 근전 오니 롱섬 조경 오솜 동제베 자베 라메 샤올라 그존세 간다 조저 동전 제데노 데르게 롱마나 조와 공소도 땡데 동베 조제 저람베 바슴 브란도 담제네 나모리알라에 게달로다네 제게 좀다다메 게남네 도게제르게 제zambo 담제게 다다게 주den도. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So we done many things. So we went to Kentucky, Wajayakini retreat is pretty good. So actually, I first, sort of planning or whatever, expecting is just more retreat, maybe 10 people or something. Like also this in Steve's house, so there are small Shandong. So yeah, I first went to Kentucky. So that time I meet him, the Vietnamese. I know this many years ago. So but went in, and then so he come and. Also, her husband comes, so the husband have time, so he can do many things. So then all the electricians, wiring, so on, so they start. And Dorji went to their flooring. So anyway, so this kitchen is functioning, so we have to put the kitchen, everything. And then also, the Wantan has the sort of house, so people come sleeping there. And the Steve's house. Another, actually don't know, so this Sangha member, Dharma practitioner actually in Chicago, I don't know, so probably the first, I don't have the connections, but they want to move from city to countryside. So he's looking for land, and he bought the land. So he built the garage. So yeah, everything's pretty good. So everybody enjoy, and weather is nice. So we work hard. So Dana and Dorji earlier organized things pretty good. So also we're thinking maybe, I don't know, future, I don't know, at least 2 times a year. So I think that's my story. So also, yesterday we went to the Xing Lu Chinese woman. She organized what called this, the Sharavasti. Board. So actually, she did many places. I think basically in China. So holiness proof. So he worked hard. Actually, he's I don't know, maybe 3-4 years. Moved to St. Pete, so if you work hard, he lot of connections. Last night, so a lot of people come, so interesting. So this kind of the important person, I think. So maybe future more, maybe little bit connections, Dharma, but also kind of connection to other organizations. So like what is Carolina, right? Carolina, her name Carolina. So these people are really kind of, we said we are Buddhism, particular Buddhism. Yeah, we always talking about love and compassion. So this is, and bodhicitta. So we said, if you don't have the love, compassion, bodhicitta, so there is no enlightenment, right? So, but also sometimes we thinking about what means bodhicitta, what means love, what means compassion. So we think just kind of like close eyes or like compassion to other sentient beings, That's good, good motivation. But in the bodhisattvas, mainly is that this action. So, you guys know these 6 perfections. So, I thought that's the woman that really the compassion to others, but he has action, So, to benefit the hunger people, homeless, whatever. So how many males they said they did? First they said 500,000, right? And then later on there's 2 million males. So that is actually, of course, maybe they raised some money, but if you preparing and organize, even though there is money, but really hard. So really have to sincerely, really focus. Otherwise, we preparing for, 10 people, or maybe 2 people. It's distressful, right? But this, so if you preparing for million people, million males, 2 million males, so that is, I appreciate, so that is, I think, sometimes we thinking, how we do, I cannot, time, and maybe no money, or, so that's why we just always kind of remaining that way. But really you need to the work, action, start, and then may work, may not work, So that's, I think, important part. So like, for example, this Chinese woman, Xing Lu, one hand is he's new completely in the SMP, and also, I don't know, so how is, you guys know how his English good or not, I don't know, so maybe he understand. And, but he kind of enthusiastic, effort, he tried to just pushing too hard, connected these people, like, so they work, he organized, so many people, connected. Actually, after that, I think you guys loved Lincoln, Dana, so probably there we I think he organized the dinner. We went to dinner, but we eat there a lot of food, right? A lot of food. The food is probably people eating a lot, so maybe no need food. But anyway, we went to a restaurant. So there one woman, what is Carolina's daughter, right? He has organization. And then one Indian guy, so he has all the Indian connections. He has the restaurant in the New Portici, so he has the this all kind of food. I think this is sushi, Japanese, Thai, Indian. So also this, they have New Portici, they have downtown, sort of downtown, they have downtown. Yeah, yes, downtown. So he has very good connections too. So he went to last couple of weeks ago, like, he went to Tibet. So he grew up American, I think, said 9 people. The motorcycle from Nepal to the Lhasa and Mount Everest, Tibet side. So he really interesting, Dharma and Likapa connections. And then there is, there's some business people and also this the Chinese association. So all the Tampa and St. Petersburg. So head of the 2 women, the president and another association that both presidents there too. So we talk a little bit meditation and so on. So we are, I think, so probably many people sort of understanding, Dharma. I think that is really good, so we have to rejoicing, so Dharma is really, so Dharma means, that directly is how we dealing them on afflicted emotions. So now we, some kind of manage or dealing them. That's really the important for our this life or next life. So also, I said we appreciate, but also we understand, I said maybe Dharma we understand, but mainly is the have to understanding is Dharma means dealing them the own afflicted emotions. So it should be, learning the Dharma, or practicing Dharma. It's also have to look a bit, we change, means love, compassion, bodhicitta, and particularly, I think, mindfulness. Particularly these days, So the mindfulness is very, very important. Anytime, anywhere, right? So one hand is mindfulness is, I think, so mindfulness kind of like watching the mind, right? What are you doing? So first is you have to slow down in your concept. Do you understand? Hmm?
I heard the slow down and what? Slow down concepts. Okay.
Okay. So that means you're not working, you can work. But your mind have to slow down. If your mind is not slow down, so just kind of ran away somewhere, just wired, you become wired. So also this, if you not slow down the mind, so mind become wired, which, okay, wondering why wired, right? Wired animals, what kind of wired means just. So, which means, I think, you can one thing. And also you're not using the five senses. One thing, your concept, one thing, you can become wired, okay? Maybe you're angry. That's it, you're angry, Because you not see through whatever mindfulness, whatever you didn't see, you didn't slow down. Then you keep going, whatever your issues or problems, or your attachment, or jump up. So then also one thing you can see, we have, right? We have five senses. What means five senses? Right, we're not using, actually. If you hurry, you cannot see anything. You can't see, just jump up, Maybe you, or whatever one thing you're going on, maybe you're angry, Maybe you cannot see things. You're not using the eye senses. Maybe you're not hearing. So that's a big problem, So, because we're not using them, big mistakes. So, if you do one concept, and then I said big mistakes means you, like for example, you're angry, you cannot see the situations. Maybe you cannot see clearly, vision. You cannot hearing, even though like some people are angry, somebody talking to you, maybe not hearing, like really, maybe bad words, maybe you can hearing, and then mentally you don't understand the situation, past what the situation. And I know what they're going on. And then what happens, future, So that's why I think really slow down mind. Maybe not the wandering, just of course we have afflicted emotions, every time something going on, but you can catch up through the mindfulness, just slow down. So if slow down and then you can see, you can hearing, you can understanding your past, present, future. So, and then you're able to understand and you can able to see what should you do or should not do, So, like for example, one example. I know the Tibet, good example, but I don't know here is. So in the Tibet, right? So Tibet, we can go the path, Path is not a road or path, so not really this asphalt road. So just walk path. So this using the path is all people, animals, horses, sheep, and goats, so on. So if mindfulness and mind slow down, every senses if opened, then you're able to see what they're going on, the animals, what they're doing, they are dangerous or no dangers, and you're hearing things. And then, in the walk, you look to the animals and you look in the path. There is, sometimes, or maybe big rocks there, right? They move. So that's the real benefit. If rocks there, every time the animal hit these rocks or slipped, so not smooth road, so you can move the rocks. So those are I think, so this kind of like, if mind is slowed down, and then you just 5 senses opened, then you know what you do, what you see, what need to do. But otherwise, really is that you're thinking one thing. Maybe there is in the road, maybe $100 bill there, maybe you cannot see. Just walk, Maybe you slow down, you walk, pay attention. Even though you're a penny, you can see there, one penny, okay? So that's actually Dharma practice, so really important. And also, we said before many times too, so we Dharma store, not Dharma store, we Dharma center. So some need to clean up, maybe some need to pick up, or some maybe need to throw. You can see, But otherwise, there is maybe very dirty in the floor, but you cannot see, Somebody make sure they need to very dirty. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So that's, I think, and very important. So and also we have Dharma practice reading, right? So reading is sometimes whatever you're reading, So if you're reading particular English, sort of like kind of whatever you slow, I don't know, maybe probably slow, but so you sort of what you're doing, you have to you're reading. Just kind of open mind. So sometimes just kind of like, just read, that's read. But a little bit more relaxed, open. So then it's kind of interesting, this meaning there, meaning really come to you. But if you not say just then maybe they're benefit, sure, but not that, less the benefit. And then I think I said that this mindfulness is very important. So basically, I said slow down the mind. And then the mind in the action is together, And then slowly, if you're using through the mindfulness, you're using the five senses, five objects, right? If you don't understand, tell me, okay? So then, sort of your mind is open up. Open, Mind open means that you're okay. So yes, of course, maybe I said you five senses, five objects, what are situations. Yeah, of course, sometimes these good things or what is difficulty things, right? But you open the mind, inside the mind, you're okay. So this is not really going one way. So like kind of immeasurable or just kind of equally you can, using the five senses, then not going one way, whatever wrong way. So that's kind of opened mind. So that's very important, If you open the mind, and then we call it open mind or bigger mind, whatever, I don't know. But then you're okay. So I said, conditions, circumstance. So sort of interesting, this kind of equanimity, dissolves into the equal, not one way, one thing, this red or white or black, So that is, I think, so that is the, I think, practitioners' view, So also that is the start, it's a love. What is four immeasurables, right? So four immeasurables, so just kind of back forth, kind of interconnected, first maybe you love. But the love means there's different too, so you're just only one person or your family and yeah, can be, maybe all sentient beings. Can be just one thing, and compassion, same thing. And then you have to have compassion, you have to have love. But same time, how, So first, yeah, of course, we learning, right, meditate, contemplate, love, bigger. And then, so merging into the equanimity, So your love merging into the equanimity. Your compassion into, like, that means, right? You understand? So there, when you have equanimity, your love, that's real love, okay? Then your compassion to equanimity, that's real compassion, So that's we learning. So in order to you realize that, I said you have to open the mind. So otherwise, so how powerful are our own afflictive emotions, So also this mindfulness, you recognize what is going on. You have to have wisdom. So we not analyze to others, but first you analyze on what is going on. My mind. So there's what issues. You can catch up, okay, I have anger, If you catch up the anger, I think, oh, I am angry, right? We can say I'm angry, but really not realize, just keep going. But if you, through the mindfulness, you really understand, oh, I'm angry, their anger immediately drops. Or maybe I have problem, okay? This problem. But then you realize, oh, this is problem. Maybe 50% problem is gone. So that's, I think, we, one hand is Dharma is precious, Dharma is important, And also, we have a lot of opportunities. So I think really, but however, individual choice too, so we so everybody will happy, real happiness is, I believe, is coming from the Dharma. So maybe this life or maybe next life. So of course we have some money, we have eat, so on. Of course, necessary. But also we have something, of course, money and name and those are, I don't think this not make real happy. Just maybe comfortable life, there are some people a lot of money. But this one rich man, right, this ask, I think most rich men ask, oh, you're happy, right? You have wherever you can go, money, and you can do, these days money can do many things, million things, So he said, never thinking, make happy in the money, make happy. He make money, but nothing feel himself inside. Like kind of joyful, okay, no, it's very good, Close eyes, no, I don't think so. So, but anyway, so mindfulness is, I think, very important. The slow down mind, and not slow down the mind, and then your afflict emotions attack to your mind is very easily. Then maybe your mind is busy, and then you're easy to angry, you have easy to worry, easy to problems, agitation, and then also maybe not good, functioning. So. And then I think one thing is we are Dharma practitioners. So we are practicing Dharma, and then really is most important part is just reminding, devotion to Buddha, and as well as yourself. This is opportunity. This is, appreciate, So it is appreciate. I have to appreciate, So one hand is this kind of happiness, this authentic thing, you cannot buy if you pay $1 million or $10 million, whatever, you cannot buy, right? They do many things these days, surgery, so on, but you inside happiness, inside you make rich only Dharma. You never, ever you become not rich in the mind. I said you have billions of dollars, but not rich, So also, maybe you pay very expensive things. But also the happiness is, I don't know, probably you guys experience probably. My side, okay? I think this happy is like many layers happy, in senses, okay? He said, okay, we can eat something, go there, oh yeah, happy. Yeah, that's comfortable, good food, maybe nice weather, nice restaurant, whatever. There's nothing wrong. Okay, you say, okay, enjoy, I have enjoyed. But that is the kind of like compared to the meditation, big different. Compared to your inside, maybe many difference. Maybe someday you're really devotion. It feels different. You're couple $100 meal there, but food delicious, but expensive. But you don't have that joy. That's kind of peaceful. You don't. No matter you go like nice house, what they call this, the different countries, famous place or palace or. I said yes, enjoy, nice weather, so on, but they're different. So that is Dharma. And also, I said Dharma is precious. Dharma is very rare. But one hand is very easy too. One hand you are free. I said you don't need to pay things, millions, dollars. So just you can get your own. You can get your own. Your peace and happy. So also this cannot make others, right? I can make you happy. No, a Buddha cannot make happy other people, others. But you can make it yourself. How you make the authentic happiness is you can manage your own afflicted emotions. So if you reduce, okay, sometimes he said, okay, like Dharma, they bless, enjoy, and this, that, many, many names. Okay. So you are or blessed or authentic happy not coming with your afflicted emotions. They're not together. So that is kind of opposite, like water and fire. You have afflicted emotions, pretending, I'm happy, but you don't have the authentic happiness or bliss or whatever. So, but we can not expect, I say a million times, I just did afflict emotions. But now that is not working, no way. But, our practitioners, time to time, or reduce afflicted emotions, and the understanding of afflicted emotions, and sort of like slowly, I said it, bigger mind, open mind. So eventually, then they see, sometimes we are really, can't we say ignorant, we are deluded, we really don't understanding how they are, the afflicted emotions, what they really disturb her, But slowly we understanding afflicted emotions. So then one day, your afflicted emotions, maybe just not big deal, just illusion, But they take time, So in order to become like that, so first appreciate, we have opportunity to practice Dharma. So that's a kind of man, and then appreciate to Buddha or appreciate to we have connections, like for instance, or teacher or center, and so that's a main thing, yes. So kind of like interesting in like house, you have house. So this is your devotion, appreciate yourself, and appreciate to your teacher, appreciate to the center. So this home, right? If you have that, then if you have the house, right? Then you can make decorations. You can painting nicely, this, that. So same way, then you have that house, then you're okay. You manage your inside, you know. So that is, and the biggest, I said, the afflict emotion is we not enough appreciate to others. So normally we kind of, one hand is afflict emotion, or we have a habitual tendencies, you know, to sort of not enough things, you know. But we really, so one hand is, I think, a really pure mind, and I said this, appreciate, and then you can able to see amazing things. We said, like, we have precious human life, right? Or your precious body. Even though you could yourself, you understand this through science, how body system is good, how they can handle. So that's then you really understand really precious body you have. You have the precious human life you have. So even though yourself, you're thinking, and on top of that, you're thinking, why interesting Dharma? How is the tremendous, the value is that maybe you have compassion. May you have some, even though not authentic, love, but that's just precious, you know. But sometimes we don't see those things. And also, you yourself too, okay, maybe you did bad things too, probably, but maybe you good things too, right? So that's just, you have to understanding, you know. That's a rejoicing. Why that's I did good thing, you're rejoicing, you can create more and more, you know. And then also others, or with more my concept, whatever, maybe I think they're false things, wrong things, yeah, this and that. But if you're really thinking that, maybe everything's wrong, you know. But really you carefully look, maybe there's, no matter this bad person, right? We think this is a very bad person. But you look really positive things, that person, he has the qualities, has many good things too, or maybe bad things, you know, sure, but. So that's why we first learning ourselves as much as possible, pure mind. And then, so you can see other is wrong, but that wrong is not the powerful. You're not strongly going to there. You not become rigid, you know. Not holding. But also you holding this, also this the bad person, or he's bad, or he's really wrong things, this and that. This need to look the own mind. What a benefit. I really angry to that person can change quickly. That's okay, I can angry. But no matter you angry, no matter hated that person person's never change, nothing. But when, like for example, I hated that person, he did that, he did this, I think all the time. But that person is, no pay attention, that person, to me, or never changes. But I have myself, it's miserable, right? I just also angry, hated them. So that is really is the karma cause effect, how they work, how they function, the natural thing. So also I said dharma, I talking about so we said before, the opportunities, dharma. So also, okay, why I practice dharma, So abbreviation, basically, we happy, short term or long run. So that's the purpose of practice, So this kind, I said also these happy, temporary happy things, I go to like vacation, those things. That's good, but that's still, not real happiness. So then, we have to what is obstacle, for happiness. So that is we own afflict emotions. So that's actually Dharma practice, our goal, our target, So, so many, like we two practice and a different practice, right? We said, cutting through, kill them, cutting. And Vajra Yogini have a lot of questions, like what they say, what is the hook knife, what is this sour heads, and so that is the represent of the cutting afflicted emotions. We are target, we are how we become hero, how we can win. So first we fight on, or not really fight, whatever, we target is on afflicted emotions. So that is samsara and nirvana. So as long as we have afflicted emotions, you wish or you're not, but still samsara. If one day maybe I said your afflicted emotions become maybe illusion, not big deal. So then that time is you want to nirvana, you want to pure and bad. You want or you don't, you get there, So that's, I think. So do you have some questions? What? Okay.
So, I know that a lot of veterans, not just me, but a lot of veterans, especially ones that have seen combat or a war, they have PTSD. So when they get triggered, their emotions get really intense, and it gets so intense that I think that in the moment it's really hard to feel, to get mindfulness, and it's almost like you're reliving past trauma. And I know that you have been through similar experiences leaving Tibet. So how do you ever get triggered, like from past experiences that make you feel like you're reliving that situation? And if so, how do you calm your mind at that moment?
All right, so this, I understand, veterans, war, really difficult, this really hard. So those is the experience, own experience, they coming repeatedly, very hard. So I think it really is the only medicine is Dharma, or mindfulness and also this the kind of how they change. So because there is extremely the extensive experience, they cannot change quickly, you know. But they have more problems is the repeat. Your experience like tremendous, very hard, difficulties, scary. So then they repeated the problems, repeated. Then actually, even though there are no war, like nice home, no stay here, everything's fine, but the repeated is the worse and worse. So the Dharma is like meditation or mindfulness, not repeated, you know. Yes, there is difficulties times, but the instead of like not thinking difficulties, you know, so other thinking maybe love, compassion, or faith, and then if they're doing that, so then they slowly, you know, they reduce their concept, their experience, like bad experience. So that is actually, I believe, only medicine is the meditation, love, compassion, not repeated their problems. So that's I think that's your question. But you question me, another thing. Right, so this, right, so, yeah, I think 1988, so because we did the protest to, you know, Chinese government in Lhasa, that's biggest. So then I was there, you know, and then so I think 3 days later completely, you know, control every, you know, corner. There are 10 armies, every corner. You cannot, you know, go to, you know, probably one block, you know, so every single. So I was there, and then tried to we just kept, you know, so because I not, so they live in the Lhasa capital, their people mostly have jobs, the government jobs, whatever they have RD. So we countryside no RD at all. So if you go there, if you're living there, resident in Lhasa, then they're okay, sort of like. But still there are problems too, but we don't. So we just kept, you know, here, there, this. We did a very far, we tried to out of the Lhasa, right? And then, so anyway, there's no way. Actually, one time, this biggest kind of intersection, and then sort of one there is like about trees, maybe they can walk or not. Actually, the Lama summer place, next to a summer place. So then just we want to, the army, you know. Then they said they can't put me there with my two friends, so we are 3. Then we sat there, just kind of like army watch, you know, just they collected to put in jail, you know, so this. And then, so this another woman, same thing, so you don't have anything, you know, ID, so then the woman asked us, oh, they can walk, you know, these trees there? So yeah, you can, that's a good. He said, where are you coming from? This way, you're stupid, you know, you can, not very dangerous, but you can walk this trail in the woods. So, so the long time, you know, this like very kind of intense, you know, like a lot of coming and hitting them, you know, like all kind of going on. so then my friend said, okay, maybe I go to bathroom, pee. Sort of like, then I decided to like walk, just look, maybe they, or maybe the 20 armies, looks very busy too, the cars coming, everybody have to stop. And then I walk there, sort of pee, and then come back. Yeah, the woman, right, they can't go through the woods, And then, so then my friends said, they can't, what we do, So, and then my friends, he did same thing. He go just walk, look like pee, and come back. And it sort of be back for a couple of times. But then this kind of like army look like, this, they're kind of really busy. And then, so we did it three together. And then we look at the corner, just, so then, sort of maybe didn't see, it looks like. But then we just try to run away. But immediately, like 10 armies. And with Tibetan translator too. So just you run immediately, otherwise they killed you. So we did that. So they're just beating me against and just like, and they put in the truck. So they tried to shooting, but that's, I know I'm not shoot, in the truck, so maybe different place. But anyway, so that time it's not really much worried myself. I look about, of course, the worried my family. So if I going to jail, and the big problem is the family relatives, my village. So that's most concerning, but what I can do, cannot do. So then I did Achi practice. Like quietly, Achi practice. So that story. If you finish story, then we Achi practice, and then there is another, like, very, like, I think 4 bus coming, different region to Inter Plaza. So they don't know. So then they stop. So everybody out, like 200-300 people. So, but there also this army is very busy too, So, and then luckily they called them need a truck. So they okay, go down. So we just floor and put like, first like 4 armies like that, But then they're busy, so. And then we try to enter to all the like 200 people there, just. The 200 people, they're problem too, but too many. So then they cross the road and then river there too. So there I did cross the road, sort of like going to pee and then come back and then like backward many times. And also the other 200 people, they're going everywhere. Just army said just almost shooting them, but also the East Tibet, that's why this one, okay, we are hungry or we need to go to the bathroom and this and that. They're like really screaming too, So these situations, they're like almost sort of, I think they bring the trucks, we put the jail, so, but a little bit scary, so this also like almost dark, So then we crossed the road, so we did our tie again. Okay, we can just down there, ran away so along the river, so they didn't see. But yeah, so this, of course, this really particular, the war is not easy. But also manage the meditation. So also one hand is how much difficulty situations. So worry nothing helps, scary nothing helps. But the difficulty you start worry, stop scary. But maybe if you know scary, no worry, and then you can manage easily, Then you can see a little bit more through the wisdom, If you're really worried, then just nervous and then difficult. So, okay.
Okay, so it's listed love, compassion, joy, and equanimity. But I feel like equanimity should be first. Right? Because we don't see everything in equal taste. Because of
Right.
whatever arises, we've already put something on it before we even get to the love and compassion. So how do you balance the equanimity first? And I'll use an example, like if you have fear of homeless people, just it's a fear, but it's not a realistic fear, but you want to help them, but you don't know how to get past that fear. So equanimity, how do you
Right,
balance the fear?
yes. So good question. And Lord Jigten said, so this economy is not easy. So first you have to hurt, like you see the love, so this, the five-fold part of Mahamudra, right? First this bodhicitta. So because we're training the mind, first love. So love is really, you can love equanimity. No, never. So first ordinarily we have to start love to most closer. So here's a little bit different, but in the most can't love our own mother. So that's practicing and love. And then you really can't genuine love to mother. You understanding mother, how come to us? How love. So the best example is mom. And learning. Then you really can't, your understanding, even though these days, actually I said, Buddhism is really precious, Buddhism is very, very important, like family. So these days, somehow difficult to children and parents. But even though some children and the mother looks very close, yeah, we fine, maybe there's not big conflict, but still, we don't know mother how much can't, We don't know children's mind, don't understand how mom's mind, how love, how care. So Buddhism, like specific, then if you practice, meditate, right, how is kind, how is mom has or how difficult is in the womb and your hardships and this kind of meditate, they really understand, oh, that's really kind me, And then slowly, so then you really truly understand this my mom. And then the next, okay, little bit closer, okay, or whatever, husband, wife, or children, or relatives, easier. And then you okay to relatives, right? And then, so like bigger, you said that they said like they said your village, your own country, or so then this entire world and so on. The final examination is that your enemy. So kind maybe same time you can able to love compassion to an enemy, like we said, this really important. Lord Jigten says the beginning, right? So the first page. So then you back to equanimity. you're okay easy. Yes, of course, so this first, yeah, best you can go to equanimity, sure, but almost like impossible, so almost impossible. So maybe high realizations, those, whatever, doesn't matter, but we are ordinarily is not, so. Mm.
I know you said earlier about reading to understand, and sometimes I have problems with concentration. Like when I read, I forget what I read before. How do I increase that?
Yeah, difficult. Everybody, this the concentration whole thing, reading, but you as much as you can, so but you just kind of every time, right? With Dharma practice, you have to relax, sitting comfortable. So this kind of like, even though we job, right, or whatever carpenter for set up, tools, open the car talks and whatever you're cooking. If you cook, then you have to like prepare, whatever vegetables and knives and cutting boards and so on. So similarly, I think first, said just really relax, you're comfortable. So just there you remember Buddha and appreciate. And then you can read. So yeah, of course, no worry about your concentration, everything, single thing. But you time to time, you just, or maybe just you read, like open mind. You even though you don't know this whatever means or those things, that's okay. Just mainly open the mind, just relax. So this is Dharma practice, sort of like one hand is, I think, little bit different ordinary job. We're doing practice little bit more like open, just kind of bigger, like sort of like we are doing this like more space, endless, right? But if you ordinary job, we have boundaries. Okay, this is my shop, or this is my kitchen, or okay, finish this cook. Sort of like, but this is that you practice kind of more open the mind, like no boundaries. So also this sometimes, I need to practice, I did this bow, so okay, this much mantra. So then you have boundary, right? So okay, read this one, this sadhana yako. So but you when you practice, little bigger, you just, so endless your mind. You can say things, you're reading things, but this no limit. And also we said other sentient beings, okay, benefit other sentient beings. So this mantra is most powerful, aspiration prayers powerful, but how you benefit others, right? So yes, of course I benefit other sentient beings, but this kind of like made up. So I want to benefit sentient beings. But real how to action is you benefit sentient beings, means your clear mind, totally open, like the space, space endless. So that's your motivation. Even though you say, oh, mani padme hum, so oh, mani padme hum like the endless. You know, space. Space is endless, right? Sort of like they go into, what called this stuff? The light rays, or light traveling, what they say? Huh? No, light is going to, like to the sunshine, right? This not.
Just like radiating out, like sending out.
No.
Yeah, that was the other.
What we call the science said this the light, right? Light, sunshine here, but we think it is the light is never go end, right? What call this? Yeah, but this is like we can say Om Mani Padme Hum, right? So I say Om Mani Padme Hum, and then sort of like start or one Om Mani Padme Hum. But these sound traveling, pervasive. They can go endless.
That's right.
Can go this one sound, you know. Like,
Infinity, no end.
right, and you can one shine the light. Light is never goes away. Just
Keeps going.
so that is if you this kind of motivation, then you automatically benefit all sentient beings. Also, sentient beings also limitless. So that is kind of our motivation is how we limited is our motivation, how we so also this we are generation stage, they're saying okay, generated appearance, emptiness inseparable. If you really have, then all the beings become the deity. Your just deity is just endless. I visualize the chair and say, so I visualize this. I understanding is the chair and say. I meditate chair and say, but chair and say is inseparable of the appearance, emptiness. Like in our form, look like chair and say whatever color so on, but this the whatever that's inseparable in emptiness, then can go chair and say, the limitless numbers chair and say. And same thing, we said that the mantra, so mantra is, they said, the sound of emptiness. If you sound of emptiness, then same thing, like the endless, so they benefit sentient beings.
So I'll have like loved ones who deal with things like depression or anxiety or ill will, and they won't know really anything about Buddhism. And so I was just sort of wondering how I can help them, I guess, deal with those afflictive emotions in a way.
Yeah, you can, help. So like, for example, I said the meditation helps. And also, you can say, okay, very difficult, right? Afflict emotions. But the afflict emotions are really not real. It is temporary. It is can change. So also, like through the mindfulness, through the meditation, then we can control the afflicted emotions. We can able to stop or able to change. So I think that's maybe helpful to tell, talk to them. So yeah, sometimes this problem is they thinking the real, this is just permanent, this problem, my problem, I cannot handle this big problem. But really is there is sure maybe problem, but mainly is this problem depends own thing, own percept, I think this is a huge problem. Maybe become a huge problem. But maybe you later on change, oh, just small problem. They become small problem. And maybe one day there's no problem. There's no problem. So we see these days, some people say, oh, I cannot handle this, Yeah, you think they cannot handle? Yes, you cannot handle. But then maybe one day you change. Oh, okay, not that big deal. I can change, I can handle. You can handle. And so that's really is the own, change. So also like, for example, some people sick, right? The sickness, but the problem is I say I don't like to say why I say this is the my uncomfortable those worries. This sickness much worse. You cannot handle. Then it's very difficult. But even the physical you're sick, your mental is are you okay? Maybe I can take medicine. Maybe this is just not really last long, or like more kind of like peace, or acceptance. And then even though there are problems, even the physical is, the less difficulties, so.
So with the afflicted emotions, I am the first one to admit that I have them. When I'm struggling with the afflicted emotions, and I'm trying to, I can identify them. That's the easy part, but the hard part is trying to change the way I deal with them. Should I have like a journal or something and jot down like what I'm struggling with and maybe figure out how to deal with that? Do you think that's a good idea?
What's that? Tell me again. Yeah. We don't know what.
She's wondering if she should write them down in a book, her afflictive emotions and what she's working with.
They're much worse. Their problem is become real. So anyway, so I said this. No, I think not necessarily. So I said this issue problem. It don't remind. Again, right? Everybody has problem, right? So believe this is problem, right? So I said the problem is, maybe they are problem, okay? Everybody has problem, 100%. Every single person, the problem. But everybody's different problem. So we said big problem, small problem, medium problem depends individual. Proceed to, okay, I did this big problem. I said this, I can't handle. The individual, they make big problem. So I said, I think okay. So but these become big problem not. It's you reminding, okay, so, or maybe we can say 10 years ago you have a problem. You thinking remind 10 years, this problem now is big problem. Even your 10 years begins, maybe there's not big deal, but you thinking this big problem. So also become every time you remind stronger and stronger and stronger. So we Dharma practice, okay? So motivation, I said you remember Buddha, you know. You want a Buddha, maybe you forget, you know, quickly. But you again and again and again, or devotion to Buddha or whatever, your kind, or teacher, whatever you, and then you remember, then in your mind, the karma imprint. Maybe one day just you can see Buddha directly. They do practitioners. You should see the Yidam deity. So maybe Yidam deity is here, maybe Buddha is here. But we are not enough the faith devotion, we cannot see the Buddha, you know. So similarly, in negative things. So whatever issue is to remind again and again and again, that's not good. So then this problem is bigger and bigger and stronger and stronger. And then we call it really karma imprint. Then just automatically come. You know, you don't want to this thinking about, but just you wake up morning, first problem comes. And then just any time like kind of like you'll be coming and coming and coming and coming, you know. So that's we don't want. Then I said this problem like big. Before it's maybe nothing, you know. Maybe you fight like $1, you can fight that problem, right? Or cheat me $1, they stealing me $1. Okay, what is? Or maybe $10. That's nothing big deal. But you're thinking, oh, he's stealing me, this terrible or whatever. No, this. You're thinking again. Then huge, you know. So that is just particularly, you know, issues. You're thinking this is a really bad thing, but you shouldn't remind.
Maybe it'd be good to get a book and write down what he says.
Okay, so that's good. So also I said this morning, so we are, one hand is, we discuss, you know, talking about mind, meditation, mindfulness, and some days we go to meditation here. So some thinking just not big deal, you know. Nothing special, but it is special, you know. So anytime individually you meditate or practice or grow practice, so yeah, of course you are diving and put the time, but this is not waste the time. So that's you really using, you know, your time is using most important part. You know, one hand said you can come here, maybe like waste the gasoline, and then you're thinking, oh, maybe just waste the time, you know, but not. So one hand is, you know, we did waste the time a lot, I think. And we spend a lot of money too, you know. But not bad, but what they get result, you know. But you practice here, so long run and temporary, or long run or short time and long time. So that is not really waste the time. So we're using the time. So okay. So no dedication.
Okay, so in the prayer book, turn to page 24. by the virtues collected in the 3 times by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of the great Trikumpa Ratnashri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara. And then to page 19. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. Changchu Sencho Rinpoche Ma Ke Panam Ke Kyurche Ke Panyam Pa Me Panyam Gong Ne Gong Du Belvajo Changchu Sencho Rinpoche Ma Ke Panam Ke